Catch us if you can.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. And SPEEDy Post is that show where we bring you social media moments. We take posts from social media and then, as posts that actually caught people's attention, posts that raised eyebrows, and even the comments under that post. We take all those stories, we'll share them with you and also get to hear your opinion. Now, today we are going in on a little lighter. That's the story I'm about to share. It's a little lighter than the usual ones that I would bring here. But then it's something that's, okay, it even affects us even in different other ways as well. So make sure you pay attention, and as soon as I am done sharing the story and how it happened, we can then start calling in and then also sharing our opinions. So first off, I'm going to read it exactly how the post says before I am going to now break it down and I'll explain. That is for people that may not have caught on, might not catch on on the first read. Then I'll explain it. So a post says, I just found out that whenever I leave for work, my security man takes my key from where I keep it, open my doors and put stuff like drinks and water in my fridge and takes them out before I come back. I left the house this morning and came back because I forgot something and I was supposed to give to someone. And I opened the fridge and I saw some stuff that I didn't put there. And I asked him and he admitted to it. I don't even know how to feel about it. Now, that is just a piece. And if you didn't understand, or maybe you didn't get it on first read, I'm still going to explain. Now, someone is saying that he just found out that whenever he leaves the house for work, his security man always takes his keys from wherever he keeps the keys and then opens his door and then put things inside his fridge, things like water and then drinks, put it inside his fridge. So today, the day he made the post, one day he actually forgot something at home. When he left for work, he forgot something. So he came back earlier, unexpected. And then when he took his key and opened the door, and he opened his fridge also, he found that his security man had put things inside his fridge. And then he confronted him, like asked him, are you the one who puts these things? And then he said yes. And he doesn't know how to feel about it. Now, this is something so simple. If you look at the story, it's something so simple. But then the comment is where we'll find some things, that we actually have to talk about and also get your opinion today. Now, some persons were saying that is nothing bad. It's because some people are wicked. That is why they even feel like even talking about something like this, because there is nothing wrong with what he did. Some persons were even saying that how to address a situation like this, you should actually buy a small fridge for the security guard. And so people were even saying, well, buy him a small fridge. And is that what will happen? Like if he does another thing, they'll still buy another thing and then give it to him. Some persons were saying it's time to actually, that is an offense and it's something that he should actually get locked up for, because he actually hides the key, but then he took it. That's someone that is supposed to be protecting the house. And he took it and opened the door and used his stuff without his permission. There were a whole different comments, people saying different things. And that's what we are going to be talking about today. So having heard the story, well, you can start calling in now and let us hear your opinion on the subject matter today. And the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear from you. How would you address a situation like this? Do you think it's wrong, like what the security person did? Do you think it's wrong? And how would you personally address a situation like this? Whatever you are going to do, if you are in this position, call in and let us know. And if you have just joined us, this is Speedy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And if you personally were going to work and then you realize or you discover that while you are away, your security man would always put things inside your fridge, and then you found that you confronted him and then he agreed to it, like he would take your key from where you hide it and then put things inside your fridge. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'll definitely do that. I am Engineer Sunday, calling from North Bank.
Welcome to the show, Engineer Sunday.
Thank you very much. The security man is not supposed to have access to your privacy. Not supposed to. That is why he's your security person. The people say you should go and be putting things there or buy it free for him. No, in life, whether you like it or not, all fingers are not equal. There must be social stratification. That is why he's a security man. He cannot be doing that. But what I would do if it was me, I would not even say anything. I would not be keeping my key there again. You don't have access to it.
Okay.
I would treat it fine though. Definitely I would treat my security person fine. But that does not mean I must be on equal pedestal with me. That if I have a free, I will buy a free for him. He will drink cold water and be sleeping now. He will not be doing his work. He will not be doing his work.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you call his speed a spade, I'll never maltreat him. I'll give him his due. I can even give him food to eat. He will feed well. I'll take good care of him. And not for it to be bombing into my privacy, into my room. If I leave some money there, he can take it. So it's not correct. The man didn't do well at all.
All right.
He breached the trust. He breached the trust. You go and find the key for somewhere your masters can begin to open, begin to put. No, it's all right.
Okay.
It's all right at all. So I would not do him anything. I would still keep it better. I'll take my key, or I even change the key, because he could have gone ahead to duplicate it without you knowing. You understand? So I'll change the whole set of keys, and he will not have access to it again.
Okay.
But I would treat him well. But not for him to be sharing the same amenities with me. It's all right.
Okay.
No, it's not my wife.
All right.
It's my wife. So she don't be having access to my privacy. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. We just heard from Engineer Sunday, and he is saying that that is wrong at all levels. Like, it is not right. He is a security man. Why does he have to share, things with the person that he is working for, and even taking his key, having the guts to go and take the key from where it was hidden and then opening the door? But some persons were saying it's just something like water. Why won't you treat your security man? Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Bello Musa from North Bank.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Bello Musa.
I support. I also follow the the other first caller. Because it's no more my security. It's my partner. If I
Okay.
take over my property, then it's not my security now. Because I pay him for security work. If he needs something like that, he will ask me if I want. If I have the chance, I will give him. But for him to enter into my privacy and do this, at least if he sees something, he can even connect with my enemies and put something bad in my food. So maybe if they pay him which amount of money, he will just throw away the trust I gave on him. So he can, because he don't have the reason to even take my key and enter my privacy. No, it's very, very wrong.
Okay. All right. All right.
If you need something like that, please, can you buy a fridge for me, or can I use it? He can ask me. If I trust him, I can give him. I say, go ahead, do anything you want to do. But in my absence, to do that is very, very wrong.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Bello Musa, for calling in to be part of the show. This is Speedy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and from the show we just heard from Mr. Bello Musa as well, and he is agreeing with the first caller, that was Engineer Sunday, and saying that if the security guard actually needed something, it's not better. Mr. Bello is saying that if he needed something, it's better to have asked, okay, I need this kind of thing, or even take permission, even if it's as small as something as, okay, just going to put water in the fridge. Then you should have taken that permission, or even ask, okay, I need this thing, can you help me? Not taking the key behind his back and then going to open the fridge and then put stuff there, because it could have been more than that as well. So you also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Now, if you have just joined us and, well, you don't know what we were talking about, first, this is Speedy Post, and the post we have shared today is someone who came out and then shared a post. He said that he just discovered that whenever he leaves the home for work, like, his security guard has been using his fridge with him. And the thing is, he explained exactly how it happens. Like, the security man takes the key from where he keeps it before leaving. The person that is supposed to protect the house takes the key from where he hides it, before leaving the house, and then opens his door and then puts water and drinks inside his fridge. So one day he forgot something at home, and then he came back and he discovered some things in his fridge, and he confronted the security man, and he says, yes, he's the one that put the things in the fridge, and he doesn't know how to feel about it. Like, he is upset about the whole situation, and he brought it, and surprisingly, well, the comments are different. The comment is what is even leading to, sharing all of this here in the first place. Some persons were saying for some people to be able to share something like this and even find it as a problem is because you are wicked. How can you be complaining over something like that? It's just water that the person put in your fridge. What did the person do so wrong? And he's not wrong, or be treating your workers. Some persons were saying, well, it's because you're not treating your workers as human beings or as yourself. That is why you feel like something is wrong with that. But some persons remain that it is wrong at all levels. And one surprising suggestion that people are bringing out is they should buy him a small fridge. It's better for you to buy him a small fridge. And personally, I left to comment on that post because if you say they should buy him a small fridge, the day that maybe he enters inside the house and then steal money, should they also give him more money so that he will, or if he takes the television, they should buy him another television, or if he starts using the house, would they also buy him a small house, for himself so that he can stop using, the boss's house? Well, let us keep hearing your opinions, because the kind of comments I saw under that post, were different and kind of surprising. Let us also hear from you. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Sylvester, about 75 from North Bank.
Welcome to the show, Baba 75.
We had more secure under that security. You understand that? Because a security man is somebody who's supposed to secure your property in your absence. But in a situation where you leave the house, you go to where you keep key and take the key and go into your house and do whatever you want to do. The situation is a different thing altogether.
Okay.
The house is no more secure under that security. Because even though you have to take permission, should have been the first time he came into the house. But this what is happening right now. It has been happening for a long time ago, years ago. I don't know how long the security has been in the house. But as it happens, say the madam in station or the owner of the house now lost a huge amount of money. Not knowing that the security has been gaining entrance with his key in his house. You understand? The whole apartment is under the surveillance of that security. So you know the in and out of the house when they are no more in the house. Searching the house and do whatever I want to do. It's a very wrong idea. The security man is somebody you live, say you trust, wanting to secure your house when you're absent. And when you're absent, the house is no more secure. Under you can bring in strangers from nowhere. You can do whatever they do in the house. Before you come now, you lock the door, wait for you. When you come in, you don't expect anything. So such a security is not a good security.
Okay.
If I were the owner of the house, it'd be better for me and say I look for a different security and let him go to another place. That is my own opinion anyway.
All right. Thank you so much.
Not to buy in a fridge, not to buy in a house, not to buy in another.
Okay.
It looks funny. You have to provide in a fridge. Then the next thing is to provide in an apartment.
Oh, if you start using the apartment. Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All
right. Thank you for calling in to be part of the show. We just heard from Mr. Sylvester Baba 75. And he is saying in his own case, that is something that is unacceptable. And the next thing to do is actually to even bring another security instead of that one. Because he also gave an example, of a story where a security person was entering the house and then having access to things and even stole money, this and that. Because sometimes it starts from the small things and you feel like, well, it's just water now. And before you know it, the person even grows more confident and start even doing other things and even start feeling like, okay, they even have to harm you, to get full access to some of those things. But then what is surprising, if you have come across that post, then you'd see what the comment was like. There is something about, should I say Nigerians, or it's even the world in general, there is something that, okay, people don't know where to use emotions or where to actually think, and think properly instead of, without interrupting, getting interrupted by those emotions of, well, it's just a security man. You're supposed to at least have mercy on him. You're supposed to treat him well. Now, personally, I believe that every job at all holds its own kind of dignity. Every job, it doesn't matter, even if it was a person of a higher level, whether it's the Oga of an office, different things like that. If he did something like that, personally, I would still think it's wrong. But let us hear your opinions. We had different people saying different things like, okay, yes, what he did was not wrong, but it's not that bad. They should just buy him a fridge. And then some persons were saying, well, it's because of wickedness. I was truly surprised by some of those comments. It's because of wickedness that someone would think that something like this is even a problem and be bringing it to share online. So call in also and let us hear from you. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. And if you have just joined us, this is Speedy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. And well, Speedy Post is where we bring you social media moments. We take those posts from social media that actually sparks conversations, debates, and arguments, all of that, and then bring it to you and also get to hear your opinion. And if you have just joined, well, you joined in late, but not to worry because you're still on time. Hello. And I'm going to share the story again. A man came out and said, well, he just discovered that whenever he leaves for work, his security man has been taking his key from where he hides it and then opening his door to put things inside the fridge, things like water and then other drinks. And one day he left something at home, so he came back, and that was when he found out that, okay, he opened the fridge and then he saw things inside. He asked the security man, like, did you put things inside my fridge? And then he accepted that, okay, he was the one that put things inside the fridge. And he says he doesn't know how to feel about that because it was disturbing to him. Now, what is more surprising is not the story, because the story on the normal note, you just look at it that, well, it's something simple. But then the comments were surprising. Some people were saying that for you to bring something like that, to be sharing it and saying it's actually disturbing, it means that you are a wicked person, because it's just water that the security man went to put inside the house. Why should that be something that should bother him? And some persons were saying that at all levels it's wrong, because why are you taking my key? Someone that is supposed to protect the house is taking the key from where you hide it and then opening your door to have access to your things. And some persons, the most surprising comments of all, were saying, and there were a lot of those comments, saying that they should get the security man a small fridge so that he can be using that one and then stop using his Oga's own. So let us hear from you this afternoon. How do you feel? What do you think about this situation? If you're in that position, what would you do? Or what do you just think about it in general? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. This is Speedy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. So call in right now and let us hear your opinion. Let us hear what you would do or what you actually think, for a situation like that. What if you're in that situation, like if you're the one that had that security man, what would you actually do? And even if you don't imagine yourself in that situation, what do you think is the right thing to actually do? Because people have different opinions. Some people are saying, well, buy him his own, is because you're not treating him right, this and that, a lot of things. And that just goes to show how emotional a lot of Nigerians. I mentioned that earlier. That just goes to show how emotional a lot of Nigerians are. Because if something like that happens somewhere, okay, you hear people talking about, okay, this is an offense and he should be this, he should be that. But then coming to our own place, people are saying that you should actually reward him with a small fridge so that he doesn't go ahead and then use your own. And some persons were even calling that man wicked, that for you to actually be sharing something like this and thinking it's a problem is because you are wicked at heart. So call in and let us hear from you. Do you also think that the man is wicked, for even thinking that something like that is a problem? Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Mr. Wisdom calling from Makurdi.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Wisdom.
Yes, thank you. So, my little opinion on that is that, quite all right, the man was employed to guide the house. And for him, going about picking the key without his boss permission is wrong to me. At least if he would make use of the fridge, at least he should have taken permission from the boss before putting anything he feels like in the fridge. And I'm sure the boss, no matter how wicked he is, he won't refuse to allow him to put water in the fridge.
Oh, okay. We lost that. But you can still call back, Mr. Wisdom, and be part of the show. And everyone else, well, call in and let us hear your opinion. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Teresa from Coca-Cola.
All right. Welcome to the show, Teresa.
Okay.
Yes, let us hear your opinion.
My own opinion is that maybe the man should apologize and so that the man will let the thing go and buy him another fridge.
Okay, like the owner of the boss should buy the gate man another fridge.
A little one.
Okay. All right. If you are in that situation, would you buy your gate man another fridge?
If I have the money.
Okay. All right. All right.
Because nobody knows tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Teresa, for calling in to be part of the show. Now, there is proof of some of the comments that were actually there. Someone thinks that Teresa thinks that if or she says that if she was in that position, she would actually let go, or maybe if the security man apologizes, then she would let go of that situation and then get him a smaller fridge, right? Because nobody knows tomorrow. That is what we just said. Well, keep your opinions coming in, and the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. What is the right thing to do in this situation? What do you actually think is the right thing? What do you believe is the best thing to do in this situation? If you're in that situation and your security man did that, then what would you think, or how would you feel about that situation? What are you going to do? Hello? All right, you can still call us back. And if you don't know what we're talking about, well, hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, my name is Ichi Godwin.
All right, welcome to the show, Mr. Godwin.
I'm coming from Makodi.
All right.
Yeah. My suggestion about that is that the security person did not do well at all, because without the boss instruction or permission, you're supposed to ask for the permission first before anything. And what is there that I noticed that I want to say is this. Adibin as the boss is not around, going there to go and carry the key to open the door. You're supposed to call him and ask for his permission that, sir, I don't have fridge. Even though you know how I would have told him before that I did not have so something. Help me and buy it, or help me if you have some money. Or if you have some money, you can borrow me to my own account, so that when month finish, you can deduct it.
Okay.
So that is my suggestion that I have.
All right. Thank you so much, Godwin, for calling in to be part of the show. Now, Godwin is saying that he admits that what the security man did, it was not okay. It was completely wrong. And what he feels like that security man was supposed to do was, okay, even though the boss is not around, like call him and say, okay, I want to, can I use this? Not I want to, because I want to is like saying what you want to do. Can I use this? And, take that permission. Or even before that, the security man should have told the boss or begged him, okay, can you get this for me, because I need it. Well, I need it for this. Can you get this for me if you have money? But one thing again, we are forgetting this situation, like, okay, because that person is a security man and then there is the boss, then they can request for everything. Hello?
You buy the airtime because you can't see what you're talking. So you buy the airtime.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. I'll buy you airtime when I see you. Yes. I'll buy you airtime when I see you.
That's on the lighter note anyway.
All right.
I call back again. This is engineer Sunday for calling back.
All right. Welcome back to the show, sir.
I just see, you want to be very practical and real. Let's not work on sentiment here. Don't say that about sentiment. Let me ask this question. The security man that is employed, that is supposed to be his workplace also. I think the security man was employed to guide that place.
Yes.
That means that place is his workplace. Is it not?
Yes.
Okay. People that are saying they should buy a small fridge. Let's tell me, how many people in that category have fridges in their workplaces? How many people of that category have fridges in their workplaces? See, I'm telling you, I love my workers and I treat them fine, but we must realize that there's no way that people can be on equal pedestal on this planet.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a security man. You're supposed to that. So the man should go and make provision for another cubicle, put light there, put fridge for him. If he start drinking water, cold water, I assure you when you go to work, the man will just begin to enjoy himself and sleep. He will not be doing his duty again.
Okay.
He's supposed to keep PG over the house. I get it.
Yes.
Okay? If you like, when you eat eggs, provide egg for it to eat too now. Or like you rightly say, anytime he steals money, then you also go and give him money. So let's call it spade a spade. It is nice to treat our workers very well. Our subordinates, treat them very well. Give them every good treatment. But not to the level that I'm not at home, I'm supposed to secure my house. You go and find out where my key is. Put my door, I'll be putting water in the fridge. This agreement you're talking, he don't even have fridge in his own house. He's not in the house.
Okay.
So I see it as insubordination, and then he has misplaced the trust the man should have on him.
Okay.
Like somebody said, that's the key. He can bring criminals to your house also and plant something there. He can plant something evil and tell the police and call and say, no, have you not seen that security people can arrange for every time robber to attack their bosses? That man is not faithful. Seriously, he's not faithful. It's not a good thing at all.
Okay.
It's totally discouraged. We must treat our workers very well, quite all right. Please have their level.
Okay.
This level too much for me.
All right. All right.
Going to my house in my absence, Papa, no, it's not correct now.
All right. All right.
You could have you can even go to use your toilet while you are away.
Okay.
Or even bring those that are amorous. You can even bring a woman and lie on your bed and do whatever you want to do and go away while you are away. We should not allow that kind of thing now.
Okay.
You can't go to my house in my absence. It's not correct.
All right.
My house is not a public place. At all. That does not mean that we shouldn't treat our workers well. We must treat them well. But everything has a boundary. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Engineer Sunday, for calling in again to share that. Now, you heard it from his own mouth. And Engineer Sunday, once again, is saying to keep sentiments aside. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
I'm Jerry, calling from Makudi.
Welcome to the show, Jerry.
Thank you.
Yes, we are talking about security. Security is everything in one's life. It's not something to joke with. So, somebody securing you when you are asleep has to be somebody who is not ignorant, who does not seem to be somebody who will compromise. So, I advise that man to sack security man straight. Employ another person, because that security man can compromise. He has a tendency of compromising, and he is too ignorant about his own security obligation. That thing he did, he behaved as an ignorant person who doesn't know that as a security man, this is where my stop, and this is where my journey starts. And as my boss security is. He's too ignorant, and he can easily be compromised by somebody from outside. So leaving him to continue with him, even if he buys him a fridge, he will continue to behave like an ignorant person.
Okay.
He doesn't know anything about securing somebody. So he should be sacked, replace him with another person.
Okay.
If he wants to live security-wise.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Jerry, for calling in to be part of the show this afternoon. Okay, such interesting takes have been coming on. And Jerry is saying that if he was in that position, the next thing is to just sack that security man, because he doesn't know his place, and that is ignorance. Not knowing that this is where I fall in is ignorance. And also, Engineer Sunday earlier was speaking about sentiments. You know, people not putting sentiment at us, and he has been emphasizing on, okay, we are supposed to treat our workers fine, like people are supposed to treat their workers fine, and if you're gifting them, fine, but them taking things, you know, going ahead to take things without your permission, or even crossing your boundaries, like getting into place that is supposed to be your private place, like inside your house, taking the key from wherever you hid it and then entering inside your house. Like, he is supposed to be guiding the house so that nobody takes that key, but instead he is the one who took that key, and that is something that should not be let go because, okay, well, he's a security man and we're supposed to treat him like this, we're supposed to treat him like this. And some persons were even saying, personally also, I believe that for you to think that, okay, because it's a security man, you're supposed to treat him in a certain way, or you're supposed to have pity, is looking down on that person's job. Because if it was someone else, and people would not be saying that in a higher office. Hello?
Hello, Sylvester back again.
All right.
75.
Welcome back to the show, Baba 75.
My sister, the discussion is of interest. People should not bring negative thoughts into it. You understand? The security man is somebody who is to secure your property, looking after it. At least he's not a member of that household. Whenever he closes for duty, he goes to his own house, right? Maybe this security man is to be there from morning till evening when the owner of the house comes from work. Then he just goes to his own house and passes the night in his house. Now, if you have got access to your private room where you keep your fridge, maybe the fridge is in the kitchen, you have the key, open it, go there, put whatever you want to put there, it's wrong.
Okay.
Because that is not the duty of a security. The duty of a security, if the man knows, at least if he's a trained security man, his staying there is to protect the house from any intruder.
Yes.
Then he himself not become the intruder himself. You understand?
Okay.
It's just like an adage of Yoruba language. Somebody you think is securing your life, you become the one who will take your life at the end of the day. So the reason why people take security is to make sure whatever is in their apartment is secure. But in this very aspect, there is no security there.
All right.
There is no security. If I were the master, even though I don't have authority to sack him, maybe I hire him from the company. You understand? Then I will return him to the company and tell them, say, bring me another person, please.
Yes.
This person, I no more trust him. Because whenever I'm not at home, you have access to where I keep my key, enter my room, enter my kitchen, and do whatever I want to do.
Okay.
It's not a security man. That is not the ethic of security work. Okay?
All right.
Thank you very much,
all right,
my dear sister.
Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. And that was the voice of Sylvester Baba 75 again. And he is saying that, I like how he said, you employed a security person to prevent an intruder, and that security person became the intruder yourself. And he says at all levels, it's not a situation where people are supposed to be acting all emotional about, because some things like this start from small and then they are ignored because maybe you're pitying, you're saying it's just a security man and I should treat him like this, I should do this, I should do that, and it becomes out of hand when they become comfortable enough to even do more than that. And well, our time is already over, so that's it for Speedy Post today. I hope you have enjoyed your time here with us so far. And Speedy Post will come to your ears every Thursday at 3 p.m. So make sure you're ready for whatever interesting stories we are going to be sharing with you from social media. And I've been with you on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. Also coming up next at 3:55 p.m. if today is your birthday, then Speedy Kids are going to be wishing you a happy birthday. And up next at 4 p.m., the Speed Lane comes on right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And until then, keep enjoying music of your life, and don't forget to remember to call a spade a spade.
You get business, you get organization. You want me to hear you for radio? Oh yeah, now make you